The following segment is sponsored by Baptist Health.
Providing care for aging parents is complicated and stressful and can put tension on any relationship. Today, Nancy McKiernan, Director of Marketing and Development at Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, is here to talk about how caregiving can really have an effect on siblings. Nancy, welcome.
Thanks.
So this is something I'm sure a lot of people deal with, have dealt with. So what are some of the most common issues?
Most common issues? Well, caregivers often get upset when they feel like they're the only sibling that's taking care of the aging parent, and gender has a lot to do with it sometimes because repeatedly studies show that it's the daughter who defaults to being the caregiver even though there are brothers. So brothers shouldn't always just feel like their sister is around to do all the work. And the other thing is proximity. A lot of times it's the son or daughter who's closest to the family member who will provide a lot of the caregiving and get the brunt of the caregiving duties. So that can be resentment to the other siblings who are out of town and not available as much.
And we don't want that.
No.
So how can, say that there is a sibling who feels like they're doing more, how can they kind of address that?
Well, I think the best thing to do is communicate. Communication is really important among family members. Sit down with everybody, listen to everybody's concerns, get their ideas, and maybe have a meeting on a regular basis to check in with everybody. Be the adult in the room. Sometimes when families are under stress, they start reverting back to their old roles as kids, like the bully, the overachiever. So the important thing is to keep in mind what your goal is to take care of your parent. Put that first and foremost.
Absolutely.
Do what you do best. So one of you might be the great organizer or the cook. The other person maybe is good at balancing the checkbook. Realize that it's not always going to be totally equal responsibility. It's just not realistic. And another thing is there is respite care available. So if a person is out of town sometimes, maybe that person can arrange for respite care to take care of the person who is home and, taking care of that parent.
All right. Well, Nancy, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but thank you so much for sharing that information. Of course, really helpful. And for those just joining us, if you'd like more information about Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center or Judson Meadows, you can suggest a topic. Just call them. The number's on your screen, or you can check them out on the web, bapthealth.com.